y'all. It's so good to be here. In driving in from Kentucky, where I live, got to see so many beautiful colors, the last gasp of the colors. And so I was inspired to kick things off with this song called Learn to Listen. Settle down, ooh, settle down. Take it easy on me. I ain't willing to lose, but I'm willing to admit I was wrong. 'Cause there's only so much time in the day, and there's only so much that I can say. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Yeah. There's a picture in your mind of what you used to be. Ooh, and the hunger of ambition is a wish that you won't feed. Ooh, and the hum of the highway is a distant sense of speed. Yes, you got your hammer and your chisel. Ooh, it feels like old technology. But there's only so much time in the day, yeah, yes. And there's only so much that I can say. Oh, learn to listen. Learn to listen. Whoa, yes, learn to listen. Weave your way out from the city. Fold yourself back in the hills. Find your church out in the meadow. Ooh, and remember to be still and just listen to the quiet, that wild rippling sound. Ooh, and you find that you're here. Yes, and you find that you're now. Ooh, 'cause there's only so much time in the day, yes. And there's only so much that I can say. Oh, learn to listen. Ooh, learn to listen. Yes. Oh, learn to listen. There's a song called Something Somewhere. sometime. Sometimes I feel like an arrow fighting something somewhere long ago. Whether it moved or I missed where I'm bound, I don't yet know. But if you see me coming, oh, I'll probably pass you by on my way to something somewhere sometime. Ooh, yes. Sometimes I find myself reeling, listing and rolling in a plastic sea. Ooh, there's signs and signals bidding for attention from me. So turn on your city, oh, and I will turn on mine, and we'll hum and glow like something somewhere sometime. Oh, and if I've wounded you, I'm sorry. I had good intentions. And if I've wounded you, I'm sorry, Lord. Oh, 'cause it happens all the time. You remind me of a reason had by someone so many years ago to send words through wires and build highways from coast to coast. But your words fell short on your roads, have worn with time, on our way to something somewhere sometime. Ooh, and if I've wounded you, I'm sorry. I had good intentions. Oh, and if I've wounded you, I'm sorry, Lord. Oh, 'cause it happens all the time. Sometimes I feel like an arrow fighting something somewhere long ago. So I want to introduce you all to my companion here on stage. This is Kay. Kay, this is everyone. Hi, Kay. Kay and I met years ago on eBay. She was $150. And I got her because I was looking for a cello that I could romp around this world playing music. I was playing a lot of shows in rock clubs and random venues, and I wanted something that could kind of take the punishment of being on the road. So it's kind of like a stunt cello, but over time we've become very close friends. We have traveled the world by plane, train, and automobile. We've played shows everywhere from Lawrence, Kansas to Lhasa, Tibet. We have done music tours by bicycle. We call them Ditch the Van tours, where she goes on the side of my long frame bicycle and we travel from show to show. We've done about 6,000 miles of touring that way. We've done hiking tours, where I'll put her on my back on a frame backpack and we'll hike into some beautiful place and play music for people. We've done a portion of the Pacific Crest Trail, the Appalachian Trail. We've even hiked part of the crumbling Great Wall of China. And it's just brought us very close. So now she's near and dear to me, this stunt cello. And one time we got off the subway in Brooklyn, New York. And there on the platform was a fella busking. He was playing the banjo, singing, sitting on a suitcase with a kick drum pedal attached to it, beating the crap out of it. And I stood there and listened to his music, and it had this incredible momentum to it. So you can imagine the trains coming in and going out, and he's just singing his guts out. And after a couple of songs, I asked him where he was from, and he said he was from West Virginia, but he didn't live there anymore. He lived on the trains. What do you mean you live on the trains? I asked him. And he said, well, when I was 15 years old, I got pretty tired of living in West Virginia. So I hopped on a coal train. And I've been hopping trains ever since. And he told me about the kings and queens of the trains. He told me about the dogs he traveled with and the salt guns the wardens shot him with. It was kind of a revelation. I didn't know about this whole way of life. And so naively I said, well, you know, if you ever make it down to Kentucky, looked me up. Walked away and I thought that'd be the end of it, but he did make it down to Kentucky, and he did look me up. We sat on my back porch and wrote this song together. His name's Morgan O'Kane, and the song's called Captivity. Where the heat of my brain turns the iron bars around me to dust. Ooh, but when I come to my senses, it's a winter's day and there's just a little rust. And I'm walking through the revolving doors in my mind. Ooh, but no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get out the other side. Ooh, 'cause everywhere I look is looking back. I'm a holy man in a stained glass cathedral. Whoa. But when I look in the mirror, all I see is cinder blocks and stainless steel. And I got 8 tailored suits waiting for me when I get back home. Ooh, Lord, if I ever get back home. 'Cause everywhere I look is looking back to where I'm looking when I get back to where I'm looking to go. Ooh, you can hold me captive for all these things I've done, but I'm quite sure by now this ain't the only race I'm gonna run. She said she could never forget the look in my eyes. It's a misfortune and fortune that I'm in here, but at least I'm still alive. And I once knew a man who traveled by the whistle's aim. It's been 40 years now, and I just need someone to know my name. And I sprint towards freedom, how else would you move that way? Oh, but I ain't as fast as I used to be, and the dogs are catching up. But I'm gonna die the way, so I might as well die trying. Yes, yes. 'Cause everywhere I look is looking back to where I'm looking when I get back to where I'm looking. Yes, everywhere I look is looking back to where I'm looking when I get back to where I'm looking. Ooh, everywhere I look is looking back to where I'm looking when I get back to where I'm looking to go. Just pace yourself. Yes, feel the friction in your mind. Consider this opportunity to move against the tides. Oh, such thoughtful maps of an ever-changing coast, drawing lines where they never were, just to see if they might belong. Oh, but you got the whole lot to give, yes. You got a whole to give. You got a whole lot to give. Whoa, you got a whole lot to give. Just quit chasing your tail. Ooh, yes. You're tracking mud all over the place. Lord, don't you remember the voice you used when you spoke of precious things? Oh, but you got a whole lot to give, yes. You got a whole lot to give. You got a whole lot to give. You got a whole lot to give. Good job, Kay. I'm so thrilled to see so many young folks in the audience tonight. It makes me quite happy, and I love that you all are braving the stairs. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, this beautiful chapel, cathedral type space. I picked up the cello when I was 9 years old in public schools. A moment for public schools. All those amazing teachers. It was an instrument petting zoo. And the teacher brought in all the different types of stringed instruments. We had the violins, which she demonstrated for us, which were quite nice. Any violin players here tonight? Yes? Okay, very good. And then she showed us the viola, which was also pretty nice. Any viola players? It's okay. Maybe there was like a half hand. You don't have to admit it. It's okay. Very nice instrument. And then she picked up the cello and she said, class, this is a cello. You can learn to play it in 4th grade orchestra. And this is what a cello sounds like. As a 9-year-old in Kentucky, it was the first sound I heard out of a cello in person. So here's what it sounded like. Now, I don't know what y'all were into in 3rd grade or what you are into in 3rd grade, but for me, I was really into bodily noises. So I went home to my mom and dad and I said, there's this instrument, it's called the cello. It makes really cool noises. Can I play it? And they said, sure. And so I showed up at school and I was ready, buddy. I was just gonna all day long. That's all I wanted to do. My teacher says, all right, class, we're gonna play classical music. You know this one, Kennedy Center? It's in all the cleaning commercials. It's very clean. It's beautiful music. But as a 9-year-old in Kentucky, it's not really what I was listening to, nor was it what I wanted to be playing. So I would take my instrument home to my family. Had a very musical family. My mama sang. Daddy was an R&B guitar player, so he would teach me old R&B tunes. I'd play this stuff, and people start nodding along. Sometimes they start snapping. Every once in a while, you could hear them humming in the back. Just not tonight. And then I go back to school. back to hanging out with Dad. And that went on and on for a while. Some weekends I would go stay with my grandfather, who was many things: Baptist preacher, coal miner, postman, farmer, musician in East Kentucky. His name was Elvis Henry Cornelius, which is a super boss name. And he would teach me fiddle tunes on what he called my bull fiddle. And then I go back to school. You get the idea, right? It's two very different lives. My teachers didn't know what to do with all these fiddle tunes. Grandpa didn't play what he called long-haired music. And so I started writing my own music to try to bridge the gap between these two worlds. And I went for what I felt were my roots in R&B music, because that's what was on in my house all the time. And this song's a pretty good example of that. It's called How to See the Sunrise. Teach me, baby. Ooh, Lord, yes, a little show and tell. How to keep from loving you. Whoa. Well, should I fits in my hole, baby? Lord, keep it in the shade. Give it all the food it could want. Except yours, except yours. Teach me, baby. Whoa, one more time, just one more time. Just exactly how far you are away. Should I start walking now, baby? Oh, Lord, oh, wait another day. Yes, you know I don't need, Lord, I don't need no map. Yes, I find my way. Yes, I find my way. Yes, teach me, baby. Oh, whoa, whoa. I promise I get it. I promise I get it this. I promise I get it this time. This time. How to hold a bird in my hand and watch it grow, watch it grow. See those feathers bloom, but don't let it fly, don't let it fly, even though that's what it's supposed to do. Just one last time. Out to see the sunrise, rise in the dead of night, in the dead of night. 'Cause that's how it feels, baby. But you don't feel that way, do you? Help me out, y'all. I said, now, teach me, babe. I know there's a lot of beautiful voices. Teach me, babe. Say, yeah. Teach me, babe. Fill it up. Teach me, babe. There it is. Keep it going. I said, teach me, babe. Ooh, harmony. Teach me, babe. I said, teach me, baby. Just one last time. How to see the sunrise in the dead of night. 'Cause that's how it feels, babe. Now teach me, baby. That sounds good. Maybe we'll do some more of that. All right, here's a song about a Kentucky girl that I chased out to California, which is a magical place. Any Californians here this evening? No, one or two? Y'all know everything seems to grow there. You've got palm trees and artichokes and strawberries, but our relationship, sadly, did not grow there. So I came back to Kentucky, pretty brokenhearted, and I was driving through the lush, green, old Appalachian hills. And I look to my left, and there's one tree that's changed the color of its leaves to exactly the color of this woman's hair. This deep orange-red color. And that made me mad. So I just didn't know. Was it a sign? Was it a reason to turn back or just move on? A final wave? So I sat down and wrote this song. It's called Prettiest Tree on the Mountain. Well, a robin flew by my window. I thought it just might be you, judging from the color of its breast and the sound of its song. But I'm just thinking of you, 'cause you're in sunny California, the fertile land John Steinbeck wrote. Oh, but when I came, not a single fertile patch could be spared for you and me. You see, I wanted to love you, baby, like neither you nor I'd been loved before. I thought I could change the world if I just held you high enough. The truth is, I couldn't hold you up at all. No, I couldn't hold you up. Couldn't hold you up. And I sure ain't gonna hold you down. Well, I'm leaving, I'm walking back home. I don't care if it takes years or more. But as I walk through the hills of Kentucky, the leaves begin to turn red. Ooh, and I think of you. Yes, I think of you. The prettiest tree on the mountain. Where should we go from here? It's not really a clear path through the woods of the music industry for a singing cellist. Not a lot of clear examples of success. But you know, that's kind of an opportunity. You get to hack your way through the woods, build some creative muscle, make something that's your own, and maybe if you're a director out in Hollywood's looking for that classic Appalachian fiddle, cello, spooky voice sound, you might get the call. People, I got the call. Yeah, it was for a movie called The Killing Season. It featured an elderly Robert De Niro, our hero, trudging through the woods of Appalachia, and a Bosnian John Travolta. Questionable. And the director was looking for some authentic Appalachian sounds, and so they had me do stuff like this. And they're like, wow, you're good at that. I'm like, thanks, it's kind of all I do. Can you write a song for the movie, they asked me. And I said, sure. And watched the movie and kind of bared through the gore. You've probably seen it come up on Netflix and it auto plays, and you're like, not tonight. But if you do watch it, you might recognize some of these sonorous tones. This is a song called Letting Go. Well, it's a long, hard road through a rough-edged land to the softest part of a man. And it's lined with stones, entangled in regrets that are just too hard to forget. And there's rusty signs overlooked on the way to the heart of a troubled man. And you can lose yourself in the deep, muddy ruts worn through by the pride of a man. Worn through by the pride of a man. But letting go, letting go, letting go. In a lonesome field, there's a wild-eyed mare tied to the weight of a man. And she once ran free with the wind in her hair, breathing hard for the love of a man. Ooh, breathing hard for the love of a man. And she won't let him be, and he won't let her rest till he learns, Lord, how to forgive and let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Forgiveness is a falling leaf in the changing of the years. And as it settles down to the cooling ground, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Thank you so much. I'd love to play a song for you now that's inspired by a Kentucky artist, a fellow by the name of Louis Zoeller Bickett, another super boss name. And he was infamous in my hometown of Lexington, Kentucky for many things, but well known as an artist, and especially for working on one piece of artwork for 40 years of his life, a piece called The Archive. And The Archive was a collection of objects, many of which had no inherent value, right? We're talking jars of dirt and water from places he's visited. We're talking about expired prescriptions, teddy bears from past lovers. One of his prize collections was trash from Beverly Hills. It's like it's the trash of the stars, baby. And what he would do is he would collect all these objects, catalog them, label them, and display them in his home. And so when you walked in, it was a little overwhelming because after 40 years, there was a lot of stuff. But once you got settled in and looking at all the tags, you realized that each of these objects had value not because of anything they were made of, but because of the memories connected to them, right? The affection or intimate connection he had with that person, that place, that thing, that time. And I thought that was just so beautiful because that's the only thing that gives anything value is our, like what we imbue it with, right? Whether it's our brand new tennis shoes or mountaintop or another human, right? It's our connection to it. We protect the things we care about. And I think that's a really beautiful message. And when I found out that Louis had been diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, it really hit me hard. I was like, oh no, Louis. And then I thought about the archive and all these objects that had been collected, just like anybody's life, right? I wondered what was going to happen to it. I wondered if it was going to be kept together or separated, sent to his partner. Wasn't sure. So I sat down and wrote this song, which was well before the great pause. And it has since come to mean many different things to many different people. And so I just want to invite you, if there's someone or some place or some time that's special to you that's connected to an object, you might have it in your pocket right now. But even if you don't, just I invite you to hold that in your mind as you listen to this song. It's called Pieces of You. Well, I wish I could keep every piece of you, all the lies and the truths, all the trophies from your youth, and the phone you used to call me on. I would put each one up on the shelf just to be close to you. Well, I wrote your name on the empty bottle of wine. All the kisses and the fights, our first Christmas lights, the silver comb for your short black hair. I would put each one in its very own box just to have you near to me. Some people just see a pile of junk. They don't know that it's pieces of you. Pieces of you. But I'd trade them all just to have you here by my side. Hear you laugh one more time, feel your hand holding mine, see that hungry look in your eyes. I would hide your keys so you couldn't drive. Then you'd still be here with me. Some people just see a pile of junk. They don't know that it's pieces, pieces of you. Pieces of you. And now we take a turn. We take a turn towards the two-tone gal. Well, she had lost her way, but didn't know it at the time. Shifting in a seat in the pharmacy line. After the wreck, a few pills to ease the pain. Now she's writing up prescriptions in other people's names. She's my two-tone gal. She's up and she's down. 1 second she's in love and then she's kicking you out. She'll leave you at the bar on the wrong side of town. Then she'll pick you up later in a wedding gown. She is my two-tone gal. Made some friends at the church and then she stole their tithe. The good Lord wouldn't let her lose this high. She can be mean as a snake, as sweet as a pie. She's got a good heart, you know, but she's a sick in the mind. She is my two-tone gal. She's up and she's down. 1 second she's in love and then she's kicking you out. She'll leave you at the bar on the wrong side of town. She'll pick you up later in a wedding gown. She is my two-tone gal. Well, I have to admit, I can see just how I feel the same way about the world right now. And when I need a little something to get through the day, I play some music and it's all okay. She is my two-tone gal. She's up and she's down. 1 second she's in love and then just kicking you out. She'll leave you at the bar on the wrong side of town. Then she'll pick you up later in a wedding gown. She is my two-tone gal. Oh, she is my two-tone gal. Yeah. She is my two-tone gal. Oh, she is my two-tone gal. Oh, she is my two-tone gal. She is my two-tone gal. Here's a song that goes out to all the folks that get out and help each other out when the water gets high. whether that's a figurative thing or a literal thing, whether you're on the coast or in the mountains. We all got to be neighborly and help each other out. And this song particularly goes out as an anthem to the Cajun Navy that kind of made its name known in the hardships of Katrina and that has since helped so many people. And I just think I thought they needed a little anthem. And this one's called the Cajun Navy. Feel free to snap, clap, fill the room. Here we go. Well, lady in the summer, came in this rain. Didn't have a number, didn't have a name. Then came the cameras and the preacher man to pray for Louisiana all over again. Yes, it flooded their house, just the same, and it wrecked their cars, just the same, and it stole their dreams, just the same. A storm is a storm by any other name. Call out the Navy, Cajun Navy. Yes, the good old boys and girls are at it again. When the storm is raging, just in the Cajun, I said they won't let you down. Whoa! Call it a deluge, 1,000-year rain, but you save the sirens for the hurricanes. Pack all your memories in the kiddie pool. Paddle down the streets of Baton Rouge. Yes, it flooded their house, just the same, and it wrecked their cars, just the same, and it stole their dreams, just the same. A storm is a storm by any other name. Call out the Navy, Cajun Navy. Yes, the good old boys and girls are at it again. The storm is raging, just in a Cajun. I said they won't let you down. Whoa. Call out the Navy, Cajun Navy. Yes, the good old boys and girls are ready again. Storm is raging, just in the Cajun. I said they won't let you down. No, no, they won't let you down. They won't let you down. Woo! Jamming on. The trees are electrified. The streets are electrified. Ooh, yes. Your ears are electrified. And my voice is electrified. Ooh. If your heart is unsteady, they can make it beat in time. If your mind is confused, Lord, it will be clarified. If you're old-fashioned, yes, you will be modernized. Everything is electrified. Ooh, everything is electrified. If you're lost in the jungle, use the satellites. If you're broke in the city, sneak on the bus line. You lost your job because it was mechanized. They said we have to compete when the market's globalized. Everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. Whoa, my bare hands touch the base of your spine. I feel you shudder and close your eyes. Move like a swallow and I'm hypnotized. Everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. Ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. Some folks are heroes, others may be vilified. Assess your losses, learn to diversify. Find your higher calling and evangelize. Build your congregation, now you're televised. Everything is electrified. Ooh, everything is electrified. Everything is electrified. Everything, whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, 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 do. Everything is electrified. Whoa, everything is electrified. Ooh, everything is electrified. Everything, yeah, 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 yes. Well, blue moon of Kentucky, why don't you keep on shining? Shine on the one who's gone and left me blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining? Yes, shine on, the one who's gonna lift me blue. Well, it was on a moonlit night, and the stars were shining bright. They whispered upon high, your love has said goodbye. Oh, blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining? Yes, I shine on, the one who's gonna lift me blue. Well, it was on a moonlit night, and the stars were shining bright. They whispered upon high, your love has said goodbye. Oh, blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining? Yes, I shine on the one who's gonna lift me blue. Help me out, y'all. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining, 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 shine, shine on the one who's gonna lift me blue. We'll take turns. Our blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining, shining, shine on the one who's gonna lift me blue. You got it now. Well, blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining, shining, shine on the one who's gonna lift me blue. Whoa, a blue moon of Kentucky, won't you keep on shining, 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 shining. What's up, fellas? Hey, shine on. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me here at the Millennium Stage. It's been a life goal to be here, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you all. What a treat.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information